Welcome back to Tales of Xillia! Last time we reached the Alati Sea Haven. Yeah, that's the one.
My Liliam orb is shining.
Mine too.
Wait, you two have orbs too? Great! We should try linked combat.
What's that?
Lilium orbs are handy things. They let you sense your companion's intent. That's a huge advantage in battle. You can coordinate your thoughts to pull off combination attacks. We call this linking.
Sounds great, but how do we do it?
Try it and see for yourself. Focus your consciousness into the Lilium orb.
And now we get into probably what is the most important battle mechanic in this game, and the thing that truly sets this game off from the other ones so far. So we're going to go through the tutorial.
Alright, try linking up.
Okay, so we have command of Jude right now. If I click left, I link with Milla.
This is linking.
And when we're like this, if we push directional to ally with anyone you want to and fight as a pair. So if I were to push right on it, I would link Jude with Alvin. Your character that you're controlling is always in the top slot. So if you actually push up, I'm pretty sure you just unlink with whoever you are linked with. It's helpful in some situations, but most of the time, pretty much all the time actually, I'm always linked with somebody. So yeah, we can push in the direction of your character to bring the link. So push up on the D-pad basically to break it.
Okay, it's time to flank them.
Approach the enemy and surround the enemy. Approach an enemy and your partner will move behind it, allowing you to flank an enemy. Hitting an enemy from behind raises the likelihood of getting a critical hit and raising your assault counter.
I can sense Jude's next movement.
Hey, watch your back.
I'll help.
Oh no! If an enemy approaches from behind, your partner will respond. Your partner will protect you from back attacks, reducing the likelihood of taking critical hits. You can modify your partner's behavior in the strategy menu. And now we go and kill. Oh wait, no we don't. There's more tutorial. Milla's bind. When Milla is your partner, she will restrain the enemy during pincer attacks. She is more likely to bind the enemy when it's she's more likely to bind when the enemy is a speed type, and she will always bind the enemy when the enemy is stunned.
I think you're ready to learn some linked arts.
Fill the gauge by attacking! Use Demon Fist and press R2, so we go. While the linked arts gauge on the left fills up as you attack. The gauge is divided into 5 segments. When one segment fills completely, use an art depending on your partner. The linked arts use an art. Depending on your partner, the linked arts icon may appear. Press R2 while the icon is showing to unleash a powerful linked art. Only when a linked art is used will the gauge proceed to the next segment. So on the left, this one's kind of important. On the left, you can see how the blue line on the left is slightly over the black line. If we did not use a linked art, it wouldn't be going over the black line. To break the point, like the red arrow is pointing to the next point. If we reach that, the bar will glow and go and just stay glowed, and it will not go up anymore until we use a linked art.
Let's finish them off.
I think the battle's actually going now, so yes. So if we switch to Alvin here, Alvin's is a okay, they're probably going to give us a description of what Alvin's is after this, unless it gives us Milla's.
Victory born from cooperation and friendship. Not bad, right?
Yes, I quite like it.
I feel much better knowing I'm not fighting alone.
Right there with you, buddy.
Is it going to give us Alvin's? Linking Fundamentals 3. When linked partners work together to surround their foes and guard each other's backs from the enemies. Because of this, having a partner makes it easier to land critical hits and provides some protection against enemy critical hits. It didn't give us Alvin's. Alvin's is kind of cool because he's got an armor break ability. It's not called Breaker, so he's designed for the defense of enemies, and he'll just break the defense of the enemy and then move on. I'll get into a little bit more. That tutorial was pretty straightforward and didn't get into some of the finer details about how the linked arts are selected and all that. But I'll get into that quickly here in the next fight, I think. You know what, let's get into it right now, since we're on the topic.
Don't get killed.
Okay, so we're currently linked with Alvin. So if I go into my art menu, during battle, whoever I'm linked with, it will, basically every character, like every character you're linked with, uses a different art of theirs and of yours to combine into one. So each of the players have to have a specific art to link to. If I push R2 on this menu, it'll actually show us all the combinations we can currently do with the arts we have. So I can link Demon Fist with Wind Lance or Demon Fist with Demon Fang to make specific arts. So this is another reason why getting more arts in the Liliam Orb is better, because you'll be able to link with more partners in the later on, and you get more powerful attacks, yada yada yada. So currently, these are all the ones we have. If you look in the menu here, since we're linked with Alvin, we're being shown which arts we can actually link. So you can see how the Demon Fist has a green symbol beside it. That means the partner we're currently linked with we're able to use that art with the partner we're currently linked with to do a linked art. It's sort of, that symbol is the universal symbol in this game for your linked partner gets use of this ability somehow. This also comes into effect with skills, skills, not just arts. I'll go into that later on when we actually get into skills as well. So right now, I'm going to stick with Alvin here, because we already saw Final Gale, so let's build up our gauge a little bit. I don't think we'll get it in this... Oh, we might get it in this fight. Yoink, yoink, yoink. The gauge actually constantly decreases as well, so you sort of have to keep it going here to increase. We're not going to get it this fight. We're going to kill him too fast.
Man, are we good or what?
Yeah.
Ouch, the cold shoulder.
Alvin's partner skill, Breaker. I've already said this a little bit. If you choose Alvin as a partner when you battling a foe who's guarding, Alvin will attempt to guard break the foe. A foe who has been hit with a guard break will enter a stunned state. Alvin makes a great partner, great link partner when battling with guard type foes who frequently guard against your attacks. And I'll quickly go into the Lilium Orb and just spend Milla's levels, because it'll make battles go a little bit quicker here. You can push select and it'll auto-level for you. It'll actually automatically select a path for you. Typically, I don't use that because I like to go into specific areas. Eventually, later on in the game, when I get, like, farther along, I'll just start selecting arts, like, skills. Right now, I'm going straight down the strength path. This is the physical attack increase, so our basic attack increase. This is pretty much good for all the party members we have right now, so, as you can see, Alvin's actually a couple levels ahead of where we were before, so he's got a little bit further on in his orb, so he's got Demon Fang and Tiger Blade. So, I'm basically, the generic path I'm going to be taking is doing that, and then moving around here and getting the arts. Most of these early ones, I'm actually going to pretty much fill up this entire first web that you can currently see. Then after that, I'll be sprinting, just because some of these earlier on ones are actually really good. Like the HP gain, every time you kill an enemy, you recover 10 HP, 10% HP, and 2% TP every time you defeat an enemy. Those are like invaluable skills to get. Like, you might, it doesn't sound like it would be much right now just because we're not really taking much damage, but later on that becomes invaluable. So yeah.
You know, I think there used to be a town around here. Want to take a peek?
But we haven't completed our job yet.
Come on, school's out. Your homework doesn't have a due date anymore. When you accept a request, you can take it at your own pace.
Is that the way it works?
That's the way it works. The whole reason you took the request was to pay my fee, right? If you see another opportunity to make a few bucks, feel free to make that the priority.
I had been planning to get you paid in Nia Kara.
That's so? Well, you're the client. At the end of the day, it's your call.
There we go. Beautiful feathers! Yeah, so we are just going to go walk around. That message automatically pops up when you start going down this path here. So, as you can see, our path is actually blocked off. We're not allowed to move on. No! But I'm just grabbing shinies and all that stuff so I can spend it on the shops later. Random cart with booze and a person we can talk to. You want to go this way? As you can see, it's going to take some time to clear out this tree. If you have other business to tend to, I suggest taking care of that first. Okay. Why can't we just climb underneath there? We can crawl underneath there. Jesus. Okay. Ooh, shiny. My generic plotting when searching through these areas is go along the entire outside border of the place. There's a couple of world mechanics that we don't have yet, but there's like all these ooh shinies and such. I like looking against every wall because there's some hidden items later on, and you always go around the entire area. Then I just go through the entire middle, sort of zigzagging and covering everything I could see. As you're going along, you want to like make sure you turn around and check every tree, because as you pass trees, the other side of the tree might have an ooh shiny, because they're actually quite invisible when you're walking around. Like if it's on the other side of a tree or something like that, you probably won't see it until it's too late. So, I don't do this in every area. Like, okay, I do this in every area, but not every time I go through. It's just basically the first time, so I can get treasure chests and any other treasures that might be lying around here. So, yeah. Whenever I'm walking through these areas on the second time around, I usually, just, crap. Oh, still can't get back attacked. Good. So as you can see on the left, the gauge actually went back down to 0 in between the fights, so, yeah. Oh, I guess I should get into titles here pretty soon. Because we're getting some mechanics here. Aww, Milla got the kill. I'm starting to use this big, huge blast, and then Milla just stabs it and kills it. At the end of each battle, you may be awarded an amount of a bonus experience that is determined by your largest combo, the amount of time it took to complete the battle, and whether you were able to complete it without taking damage. The bonus experience is shared only among the characters who participated in the battle.
That wasn't too bad.
Something is caught in my throat, and it is annoying. Apple gels. Let's do the Liliam orb, and I'll go into... Don't think I can do skills yet, because I don't have enough skills to make it worthwhile. Because I'm just going to have... Actually, Alvin should have a couple skills. I could go over it with Alvin. And Jude and Milla have skills now that I can just spend on here. So, in here, skills marked with a universal link symbol will affect your link partner as well. Set the right skills, and you'll have a dramatic effects on characters you're linked with. Yep, so we'll just go that. Then we go in here. So as you can see, stamina increases your max HP by 5%. So if anyone is linked with Alvin, they actually get an extra 5% HP as well. Yes. So you can see there's different symbols. You can switch through them. So parameters, actions, support, and what actions are currently set, and then all, so you can actually see which ones you don't have set. Parameters are just your basic stat increases. You'll be getting this, and there's some elemental defenses that are in the Liliam orb that you'll get eventually, and there'll be stat increases, health increases, that sort of stuff. The actions are dictating what extra abilities you can use in battle. There's stuff like the backstep, there's improvements to the extra abilities, such as Alvin's charge abilities, charge skill. I should get into that here pretty quick, just to show it off. The snap pivot, the bind. I don't think bind actually has any improvements. No, bind doesn't have any improvements. Breaker doesn't. No, those. I'm thinking spirit shifting. Spirit shifting has some extra added effects as well. And then there's the support tab, which is a bunch of like I think the TP gain. Yeah, the TPE gain, your health regain, that sort of stuff is in there. So base support stuff. Yeah, makes sense. If I go to the library here, there's this titles option. This is kind of important for long term for the second playthrough. Titles are acquired by fulfilling various conditions, such as gathering items or defeating new foes. Each title acquired grants a certain amount of grade. Good things may come to those with a lot of grade. So, as I showed in the first episode briefly, there was a grade shop. Grade shop is sort of a modifier for a second playthrough of the game. So, as you can go through here, you can get a lot of grade. So, right now, we just got a basic set. More will show up later on. Right now we don't have that much available to us. A lot of this isn't even all of them. It's actually hiding some of the ones because there's some stuff for characters we don't have yet. These ones in particular here. There's a Jude, Heart, Milla, for all the characters. Like all your party members, there'll be one for every combination, and it's basically for a certain number, for a certain amount of time during the game. You have linked with every party member for a certain amount of time. So after a while, if you're just using Jude and Milla a lot as a linked group, it will eventually just give you the title, and then you can change to another person. Just something to make you use all your skills. all your characters in battle, basically. Then there's a bunch of stuff like how far along you've gone through the Liliam orbs, how often you've used the back pivot, snap pivot here, and spirit shifting and such. So as you can see, snap pivots, I've used it 4 times apparently in this playthrough so far. How often you have used food. Yeah. Combo. So apparently I've gotten a 22 hit combo so far, and I've almost got that. Yeah, I don't really plan on doing the combo one until later on when I'm actually able to do it a lot. So yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff here, and each of it's worth a bit of grade. There's storyline ones as well. That's what if there's a symbol beside it, a trophy, that means there's a trophy, a PSN trophy for it. So a network trophy. Yeah, and then there's storyline specific ones. So we went through here, and yeah, we defeated the strange girl in red clothes. So yeah, that sort of stuff. So that's all there. So using your snap pivot a bunch will get you titles. Using the spirit shifting will get you a lot of titles. Some of the stuff is really easy to farm. I guess I can use Alvin briefly here for a little bit. Not that. I want to go into here. Ah, he's just got both. Actually, Demon Fang is fine. 2-stage upward slice. I'm gonna put that there. Sure, we'll do that. So I'll just show off Alvin quickly and his special ability, and I'll actually link with Jude so you can see his extra things. Whereas Alvin has Breaker and Milla has Bind. Jude has his own special ability, which he probably won't use in the fight, but you'll get the description as to what it is here. So Alvin has this unique ability called Charge. After you use an art, you can hold the circle button, and it will actually charge up his sword, and it'll actually change the art. So you can see we're using Fierce Demon Fang right now. If I just use Circle, I use Demon Fang, but then if I hold it afterward, if I keep holding it after using it, I charge it up, and then I use Fierce Demon Fang, which is a different art. So that's sort of how it works along, and pretty much every single one of his arts has a different charge ability, and it just makes it better. So if you hold circle after Alvin performs an art, you'll enter the charge state. Well, in the charge state, Alvin's gun and sword fuse together to make all of his arts more powerful. Gunblade 2.0. So yeah, so if I go down into this titles area, since I just used his stuff a little bit here, Charge Neophyte. So I've used it 5 times in that one fight. Alvin's charge ability is really easy to use, especially later on. Like in my previous playthrough, I went and just started to farm grade and such a bunch, and oh, I'll get the Jude one next time. I think I'm done in this area. I didn't miss any bags in the middle, did I? No, there is a bag over there, I think. Oh no, that's just a rock. That's a rock, isn't it? No, I think I'm done here, so I'm gonna keep moving on. I spend a lot of time here talking. Yeah, the charge ability is pretty easy to farm because any long-range attack, there's one art in particular I can think of. All you have to do is set it to circle. You just hold circle, and it's a long-range attack. So you can just hold circle, and then every time you use it, and you'll just use it over and over and over again. Just spam the hold circle, release, and then you'll just get a lot. I think within the titles for his, I think you need to get, there's different stages of those titles worth more grade and eventually trophies. I think the second level of the 3 levels for each one has a trophy with it. But I think it's like 20, it's 50, 150, and 450, I think, for uses. And I think I had the 450 within a couple hours of just using Alvin in random fights, just spamming that. So it's really easy. And that wasn't even like full on trying to fight everything. I was actually going through my playthrough normally. Just skipping a lot of the fights like I am right now. So it's pretty easy to farm out that. It's actually a skill that's even easier to farm out, but we'll get into that later on. Same goes with Milla's spirit shifting. With Fireball is just an easy one to farm that out as well. Just going around, checking bags, grabbing loot. This is basically the entire travel system of the game right now. Whenever going through a new area. Sort of how it works. I think we're getting into our fight soon here. Yep.
Those must be the monsters we're supposed to get rid of.
Indeed. They certainly don't look like the normal fauna for this area.
All right, let's get the job done.
Fight! Tutorial. Fight while linked gauge is completely full with the linked arts gauge. Okay. Once you have filled all 5 segments of a linked arts gauge, you can use a linked art to go into Overlimit. Use a linked art to go into Overlimit.
Watch a pro in action.
While in Overlimit, your assault counter number will not drop and enemy attacks will not stagger you. What's more, you can use as many linked arts as you want.
You're finished. Let's do this.
So we can spam this over and over and over again. And just do as many attacks as you want to. However, using linked arts actually drops the gauge quite a bit. So yeah, that's the Overlimit. Overdrive, whatever it was called. I'm going to switch up here. Oh crap, it's that and that button, right. So if you hold L1 and push a directional pad, you can change who you're controlling. I was trying to switch to Jude because Alvin has the breaker and that guy was defending, and he'd be able to break the breaker. Or the defender.
You okay?
I can't complain. No better training than an actual battle.
You got that right. Let's head back to Alati Sea Haven and make a report.